Thank you for alerting me. I just got lost in that song. I love it. I love it. We are worthy, we are righteous, we are free. And today is our final Sunday in our focus this month on that freedom that is the very foundation of our existence, the freedom that is inherent in all of us. Now, the first Sunday of this month included the 4th of July weekend, the Independence Day weekend. And since that time, from that first Sunday on, we have been focusing on the unchangeable gift of freedom that is ours now and forever as spiritual beings, even while we're having this human experience. The founding fathers of our country knew that that's true. They were spiritual guys. And they were influenced in their wording of the Declaration of Independence by the 1600s Enlightenment philosopher John Locke. So the wording that they used, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, were part of their spiritual awareness. And they made it a part of the foundational phrase of the Declaration of Independence. And so we know that it asserts that those qualities are unalienable rights, inherent in all humans, not just U.S. humans, but all humans. It says all humans, everywhere. Permanent, inseparable qualities within all that live. They believe that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness weren't just human characteristics, but were qualities of the soul. And nothing in this world, nothing, has the power to touch, much less alter, the freedom in our soul. We are free as spiritual beings to choose for ourselves how we will live our life in this human environment. And our choices remain entirely our own in the worst of circumstances. Viktor Frankl, the Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist and philosopher and Holocaust survivor who experienced the worst of circumstances firsthand, wrote in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, everything can be taken from a man but one thing. The last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. So the first question we might want to ask ourselves this morning is, do we believe that's true? Do I believe that I can choose my attitude in any given set of circumstances and choose my own way, come what may? Do I really believe that? Do I truly believe that? If we believe that's true, we may wonder why it is that so often we think and speak and act as if this world of circumstances has power over us. Our attitude is our ultimate freedom. We're free to choose a positive attitude no matter what's going on in our life or in the world. No matter who tells us that we should be worried and afraid. No one has the power to stop us from exercising our free will, to choose to focus on, if we choose to focus on it, the peace and joy and love that is within us, that we want to see around us, and to release the rest. Which brings us to the title of today's talk, Release is Peace. If we want to see peace on earth, it has to begin with each of us individually and what we're choosing to focus on. We can't experience peace anywhere if we're not experiencing it where it originates, which is in us. We're the emissaries of peace. We represent peace on earth. We're the one it flows to, and we're the one it flows through. Everything that's frustrating to us or unsettling to us or frightening to us right now is because we've got a lot of momentum going in the opposite direction of peace. And our every unpeaceful thought and word and action against what we don't like adds to that momentum in our life and in the world. Whether we're whispering about what we don't want to a loved one that's close by, or we're shouting it from the rooftops, we're hosting the unpeaceful energy within us and creating barriers within us to the flow of peace we want to feel in us as we look at our world. We read in A Course of Love, the only meaning possible for your free will is your choice of what to join with and your choice of what to leave outside yourself. Whatever we give our attention to becomes active in our own vibration. That's how it works. That's how we attract things. In other words, we're joined with that vibration as we focus on it. And because we are, we become vibrationally one with whatever it is, the things we want and also the things we don't want. If we're experiencing disturbance within us, it's necessary for us to shift our focus away from those things that are disturbing us. It's essential for us to leave them outside ourselves by releasing them from our thoughts and focus. Because if we don't, what we don't want will hang around us as part of our vibrational attraction and become part of what we attract into our life and perpetuate in the world. It's easy for us, while we're here on Sundays, to feel uplifted because we're joining with a vibrational feeling we want to feel. We all want to feel good. When we talk about pure positive energy of love that flows through us and all life, and the truth of that resonates deep within us, we feel our oneness with it, and it feels good. When we talk about why we came and how the laws of the universe work, it's easy for us to be clear that we're powerful, creative beings, free to choose our own way. We know that right now. I have no doubt that all of us are vibrationally pumped when we leave this sanctuary. I know I am. We're all vibing high and enthusiastic about making changes in our life. And we feel happy and expansive and full of positivity and possibilities. And that feeling usually makes it all the way downstairs to fellowship, where hardly ever is heard a discouraging word. But then we leave here. And there are all sorts of things that will bring us down if we let them. When we're not in an environment specifically called spiritual, it's easy for us to think that there's the spiritual world that we talk about and focus on here at LEC, and also the world we live in, as if they are two separate things, and that the same rules of love and the law of attraction don't apply. We're thinking that there's a separation between the powerful source of life that lives in us and the life that we live in this world. And that's not possible. Without the invisible spiritual energy that is the only power that creates anything, this visible world would not and could not be, it couldn't exist, and neither could we. We couldn't be here separate from our spirit, separate from our soul, separate from the source of our life. The world we see individually is the invisible vibration of the thoughts we're focusing on manifesting to us as visible things. In other words, we see the contents of our own mind appearing to us in three-dimensional form all around us. This world's not only not separate from source energy, it's not separate from our own mind. If we leave here, floating on the high vibration of positivity, and then we start focusing on manifested things we don't like, rather than continuing to focus on the joy of the process of manifesting something so much better. That kind of focus will bring us down. And we'll start comparing and judging and fighting over and fighting against all sorts of things. We'll look around at what others are manifesting instead of looking within to what we can manifest. And we'll do that because we're more focused on what's already manifested in the world than we are in being a manifester of something better for us and the world. And that's when we lose our place, our clarity, our peace, our joy. Viktor Frankl said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. When we just react to the stimulus we see rather than taking a pause to breathe and choose a response that feels better, then what we see in the media will shake us up. And it's easy for us to become someone who pushes against unwanted things rather than someone who wants to perpetuate wanted things. Even though we all understand why we want to push against some of the things that appear to be. And even though some of us even defend why we should push against in this world, still, when we react against things that we don't want, as we push against them, we just create more of them. And all we need to do is look around at our world to see that's true. And then the media reports it back to us. And we freak out because we're seeing the results of our own thinking. And then we talk about what's in the news as if it's somehow separate from us. Now, we all know that the news, the media, all of the media, is oriented to look all around the world for bad news. Because what the media has learned about us, we humans, is that we are characteristically more ready to push against something than we are to advocate for something. Abraham Hicks tells us, if the media was really in balance with the earth and what's actually going on, the programming would be life-giving. It would be music and art and dancing and happiness and people being born and thriving and prospering. And then at some point in a 24-hour period during the programming that day, there would be a zit. And we would say, what's that? And the answer would be that that quick little zit represented everything bad that happened on the planet that day. But the media gives us zit, 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 zit poetry. Zit, 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 cute little dog. But then the cute little dog is starving and has this empty bowl in his mouth and there's sad music playing. If we turn away and say, I don't want to hear that, I don't want to see that, it's not that we're unwilling to accept it all. How could we do otherwise? It exists in this world of contrast. But in leaving outside ourself, outside of our vibration, what we don't want, we're allowing what we do want entry into our life in this world. Release is peace. We release into the peace that is always present. The peace that is inherent within all that exists, even in this world. It's the only truth about anything and everything. There's not the spiritual world, all peaceful and happy, and this world that's all messed up. There's just this world manifesting as much or as little as we individually are allowing into physical expression here. So what do we want our catalyst to be that opens the floodgates of creation into manifesting something in our life in the world? What do we want our focus to open? Door number 1, that allows more and more good to flow into our life and into the world? Or door number 2? And we all know what flows out of door number 2. And I'll let you think about that. Thank you, Jamie. We have to choose who we will be. A peacemaker or a problem perpetuator? Papa G, a beautiful, mystical guru, said, you are the eternal being, unlimited and indivisible. Just be quiet. Everything is okay. Be quiet here and now. Happiness is you. You are peace. You are liberty. Namaste. Alrighty then. We have nothing to complain about here. and so much that we know we're grateful for. And this is the time when we just express it more and more. We are so grateful to be here. We are so grateful to be together. We are so grateful that you're watching live stream. We're so grateful to everyone everywhere who just in this moment is feeling better because they caught a vibe and it just felt good. And then they went about doing something good or thinking something good. We're grateful that we all make a difference. And we're grateful to know that LEC makes a difference, and we're all happy to support what we do. So thank you. Thank you for your love, your support, so that we can keep the lights on and some of the things working. And so I just want to say to anyone watching, because I know it's not anyone here, but if you like, just for today, maybe you'll never come back to watch us. But it'd be a good idea if you did. But just for today, if you're feeling grateful for something, if you're feeling better within yourself because of something you heard or felt, and you want to express that, we're here for you to express it. And if you don't know how to do that because you just happen to click on us, then our intrepid treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips, is here to tell you how.
Thank you. Fantastic talk. Thank you. If you would like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center, support us financially, there's several ways you can do this if you're watching us online. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to our website, lecflint.com. There's a donate button on that site, and also you can hear the replay, the podcast, and the video of Reverend Stephanie's talk this week. If you'd like to donate via PayPal, our email address for PayPal is lec2512@gmail.com. And lastly, you can send us a check, and you can send it to Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321-294, Flint, Michigan, 48532. And here in the sanctuary, while we listen to Marcia Allen, we're going to be taking an offertory, and then stay tuned for a beautiful gratitude prayer from Reverend Stephanie. Thank you.